Hey, what's up guys, it's Gerald Mist here and Overwatch is back, and let's just bring it back to why I stopped playing Marvel Rivals. I had to stop playing Marvel Rivals, and I find it actually amazing. Over the year that we've been playing the game, slowly but surely we've realized that it is more for a casual audience. The way they balance the game is sometimes questionable, but the game is mostly fun. And it has the Marvel IP, so I know that has these guys feeling invulnerable, invincible. It's come to a point where I was playing the game last week and I realized the reason I've continued to play the game is each update they've made the game slightly better, but not done exactly what we've needed, and it's kept us on the game. For me, my last straw was just before Deadpool, and then I had suspicions that Deadpool was going to be a 3-in-1 character. So I stuck around just to see how that shakes up the meta. It did shake up the meta, however, it still doesn't put a plaster over or fix the core issues of the game, of healing just being through the roof in this game. And fair enough, that might be the style of this game, like where healing is huge and very impactful, but I feel like a lot of characters to be meta have to have invulnerable, unlimited healing type ultimates, and I feel like that doesn't lead for a very healthy game environment. When you look at Overwatch or even any other hero shooter, you see a lot of very unique hero healer ultimates or support ultimates where they're doing more than just healing. And if there is a character that has a healing ultimate, it's far and few between, and most of them are giving damage, speed, cooldown reductions, or doing big massive damage themselves. And I think that that's a much better way of balancing some of these heroes, because now we have a situation where every character is decided by if they can sustain a team fight or not, and we have a lot of characters that are benched to triple support only to be viable, and I think that's quite sad. Long story short, it was fun, but really it didn't really do much to separate these certain kinds of players that don't necessarily understand the game, me still being in their lobbies. Not that I'm the best player. I'm roughly GM most seasons. I've hit peak celestial, so I'm pretty good at the game. I play a variety of characters and roles, like got a lot of lords, you know. And it's crazy to me how you could be in the top 1% lobby, top 5% lobby, and players still don't understand simple actions like Moon Knight counters Loki. So how I feel at the moment about both games is that I feel as if Overwatch is just doing a lot of the right moves in terms of trying to bring back some of its player base. I feel like some people will never come back to Overwatch, and that's okay because of how they feel and how they were burned with the PvE and such. Me as a player, I always was never really too interested in the PvE. With most of their PvE events, I play it once to twice. Like for example, the Junkertown or the Junkrat Halloween event. It was cool the first time, but by the second, the third, the fourth year, it's like, and then they updated it 1 year. It's cool the first time, the second time, but over time it eventually just becomes something that you don't play. So I was never too interested in the PvE content. So for me, I always just wanted them to lean into what they were strong at, which is PvP content. I really enjoyed 6v6. I think they're doing a lot of the right moves in terms of that gameplay, in terms of the game in general. Releasing more heroes is important, especially when you look at the competition that is Marvel Rivals. I also think that Marvel Rivals is doing a lot of things that are correct in terms of the way that they handle their hero releases, the way that the game is more casual and more fun. But then when you start to get into the game heavily and start to drop a couple hundred hours in the game, you start to realize the cracks in the way that the game doesn't filter its players in the same way that Overwatch does, in where you're punished heavily in Overwatch. So after the last draw for me, which was essentially when this new hero comes out, Elsa Bloodstone, I am a preferably DPS player. I do flex to other roles when need to and to get the win, always. So Elsa kept me on the game for a little bit longer, but again, it doesn't clear up the issues of this game. This hero is pretty broken herself, and it just led me to realize that me playing this game, and I am enjoying it, but it is somewhat hollow in the skill progression section. So I loaded up Overwatch when I see all these 5 new heroes coming out, and it was genuinely very refreshing to hit a tank as a support and actually see a off bar go down, to play a tank and to team wipe a team as a tank, and to be a DPS and hit other characters, and them to actually die, and so much neutral play going on. It's just so refreshing compared to the gameplay that Marvel Rivals provides, where it's a very linear team fights where very predictable things happen, and there isn't much room for skill expression in the same way where you can in Overwatch, where you actually have room to maneuver, to go on off angles, to take 1v1s, or to go at it as a team in a more broadly context. Very, very refreshing. So I've just chosen to kind of slowly just move away from Rivals in a competitive sense and to play it much more as a casual game. And I feel like I'll reap the benefits with my mental health and so many other avenues of my life as well. So let me know if you guys have been feeling the same. Drop some comments down below. I'm going to be streaming from time to time on my Twitch, hopefully mostly like once a week on Fridays and stuff like that. So if you've got some time, drop by. We're just going to be chilling, vibing, playing some games. Yeah, peace.